because of time and the lack of it. And head to football, beginning from the home scene, the Nigerian Professional Football League. And yesterday happened big at the banquet hall. Yeah. Governor Udom Emmanuel doling out 100 million naira plot of land to each of the players and officials of the team, and of course donating a 32-seater bus for Team Akwa United ahead of the new season, which kicks off later today. Meanwhile, and we'll see Remo Stars versus MFM in Lagos. Must be massive motivation for the side ahead of the new campaign.
It was. Strangely, it was. A lot of people were happy. I was happy that this happened. I always talk about reward system in sports. There's nothing that motivates human like when a human knows that the work I did is noticed. People see what I'm doing. And they're paying me for that, or they give me a reward for it. Humans are motivated by reward, and for me, it was good to see the governor do this. But I wanted to go across. Before I talk about going across, I hope it wouldn't be a situation that we hear. Most often you hear, especially in Nigeria, like it happened in Atlanta '96, right? We heard that there were promises for those athletes, and afterwards we made the media hype and excitement, but they never got those promises.
Yeah, so basically you're saying this beyond the veneer of the camera shouldn't be an audio money.
Yeah, it shouldn't be audio money.
Audio plot of land.
It shouldn't be audio. I like the word audio in Nigeria. Audio plot in Nigeria. But I'm excited for the development. I'm excited for the fact that this is coming up. Because when you're rewarded, you get motivated to do more. I can imagine what's happening in the Dakada camp now. There are rumors that Akwa United just got 100 million naira plus plots of land. So you can imagine the motivation for the players. If we do Sam and probably win the league, we can get even more. So it's the same thing. But I wanted to go across just football to other sports. I want to see something like sport personality of the year in Akwa Ibom. I want to see those kind of gala celebration and reward for it, because we have to find a way to develop other sports. And one of the ways to develop other sports is to create a motivational system where people get motivated for such reward. And by that also you bring recognition. So a lot of the younger generation could be inspired by these ones that are recognized and also want to be a part of the system and do more. Right.
Now that the story from here, we're hoping that the reward system goes beyond just football. Of course, we talk about encouraging talent from other sports across, and of course spreading tentacles. Sports, as we always say, it's beyond football, far beyond football. But just there's just a number. There's a limitation to what football can do. But just imagine if you combine forces. We're talking basketball, we're talking volleyball, handball, the track and field events, a whole lot. It's crazy. Yeah. It could have some massive economic effects on the people of the state in the coming years. Now, let's still stay in the NPFL blight and talk about the campaign beginning this Sunday for Akwa United against KANO Pillars. It's the defense of their title. Yeah. The title they won last season for the very first time in the club's history. Can they go all the way, or should we just sit back, relax, and see them take it one game at a time?
Oh, surely in football, it starts by the motivation to do more. That's for me. You have to set the target. This year, I want to win the league. Before Akwa United won the league, it's been coming, finishing top 4, second, third, and the target was basically about winning the league. And finally, they got the league. I think right now they have to set a target of winning the league again, defending the league. And that's where it starts from. Then afterwards, you can talk about game after game, playing game after game, and picking the points. But I like the fact that the first game would be against KANO Pillars. It seemed like two teams who were heads against each other last season in order to win the league, starting the league battle again. For me, it's exciting that it's this particular fixture, and it will be exciting to watch on Sunday. All right, now
let's talk about Akwa United. While we're basking in the euphoria of the team winning the NPFL last season, and then we'll talk about the defense of the title. Now, have they critically got the quality? Because we understand at the end of last season, lost a couple of key players, Olisanda, lost Chances Shimene, top scorer in the league and all. Have we still got the quality to go all the way when you put, together the others who will be competing with Akwa United for this league title?
I think they showed the sign last season, because when we lost the players you mentioned, there were questions about the quality on the side.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that I saw some players step up their game, and now they've added a few players like Ezekiel Barca's back, who played for Barcelona youth team at the time. You give a smile. Come on. But he did. Come on.
Yeah, he
did. So we have some of these players, and the old boys are still there. For me, they have the quality. All that's required now is the focus, the attention, the desire. Let's not have a similar story we had in the Champions League. They went to the Champions League and started talking about money and those kind of issues. I think that if Akwa United put the house together and the focus with the target of winning the league, they can retain the league.
All right, very quickly, before we go on this break, let's talk about your top contenders for the NPFL this season.
Oh, surely I'll keep Enyimba.
All right,
Enyimba, Akwa United,
yeah.
Rivers United, they were quite good last season. I'll pick just 4, and KANO Pillars.
All right, so Akwa United, Rivers United, Enyimba and KANO Pillars for your top 4 contenders for the title this season.
Absolutely.
Oh, the journey begins later today in Lagos, MFM, in Agege. They're taking Remo Stars, so it's a Lagos derby, if you like. Remo Stars returning to the NPFL after some seasons out in the lower league. We're talking the Nigerian National League. And on Sunday, the rest of the matches, 9 of them will take center stage across different centers here in Nigeria. We're excited as fans. The NPFL is back. We'll hope it returns with all of the goodies expected. Now, we'll hit the breaks here very quickly. And when we're back on the other side, we'll talk about European football beginning from the English Premier League. Returned last night. Did you enjoy the games? Well, we'll talk after this.
Unable to qualify in the first half, but they scored with their second in the second half. Gov Udom says what, it's over. Tiny icing coming up short. The time is finished. Nigeria 2. From the 10th for the United States. Chua misses the free throw. The U.S. is one, it's over. It becomes a 2-possession game. If he misses, you're going to need a 90-foot heave. Missed them both. The final heave from midcourt and beyond, and Nigeria.
On the Sports Central here on SpectrumTv. And now let's head off to the national team camp and look at the big stories from there. And of course, we're talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where Austin EGUAVOEN come up with a big statement. So it looks like 2 statements coming from 2 big figures here in Nigeria. First up, we had Ghana Ross saying, heading to AFCON 2022, next in Cameroon, the ambition was to win. The ambition was to win AFCON. And Austin EGUAVOEN came out some minutes later saying, well, the Super Eagles, sure, have the quality to win at Cameroon 2022. So it sounds like some supremacy war.
I have to start with General Raw. I agree to some extent with him that probably the Super Eagles could have won or could win, because when we say could have, it seems like they're not going to win. We don't know yet, but they could win the next.
They could have won under him.
Yeah, they could have won under him though. But I have a little disappointment with him. When you want to be a coach who can talk, who can do the job, talk it while you're on. I think if he was speaking like this, probably he wouldn't have been sacked. And speaking like this and matching it with the actions on the field of play, he wouldn't have been sacked. But for me, there's no point coming out to be saying this now after you've been sacked. It doesn't make sense for me. If you want to be that coach, the talking coach, the coach with the energy, be it for me. And that's what I don't get for all. But for Austin EGUAVOEN, well, I only would give him a chance. What choice do I have? Only to give him that chance, and hope that he can do well with the Super Eagles. Indeed, the Super Eagles do have the quality. When I mean the quality, look at the last Nations Cup. I think they finished 3rd. Yeah. Reached the semi-finals. Yeah, lost to the champions.
Eventual champions.
The eventual champion.
Was a last gasp winner.
Yeah, last gasp winner. don't remind me of that free kick. and Ekpe, don't remind me of the two.
Come on.
But when you look at that team, it was relatively a young team.
Yeah. Having
the likes of Odion Igalo retiring and John Obi Mikel retiring. Now we've brought Joe Aribo into the team, and Osimhen is doing well. Kelechi Iheanacho also, and all these players, they're a bit mature now. For me, they're a better collection now, and I would expect them to do more, probably win the cup.
All right, so we're looking forward to it. The EGUAVOEN says the Super Eagles can, but of course the approach is one game at a time, step by step. Well, from the list of players invited, then we'll definitely be able to tell the kind of quality we would have in line with what we're up against heading to Cameroon next year. And we hear if you have not been vaccinated, and of course if you don't show a result, recent PCR test results with regards to COVID-19, you have no business going near any of the games villages, and of course being a part of AFCON. That's in line with what the ECA said. It has to, definitely has to, because you look at those players, bulk of them play abroad, and that's more like a criteria for them.
Well, because in the English Premier League, we've had stories of players not wanting to take the jab.
Yeah, but
so it boils down to the question: does it have to be by force, or it has to be by choice?
Well, whether or not you take the jab, whether or not you take the boosters, but you have to show your latest and COVID-19 test
that you're negative.
Yeah, at least
it's necessary.
A test from
because
over
in the long run, we might
last 72
hours.
Have
players who are supposed to be in games who won't be, because probably they're positive. Is likely what we'll see. Well, let me just talk a brief about. I'm taking you a little backward about Austin EGUAVOEN's statement. This is the problem I have with coaches. I want coaches to come out playing. Tell me, we are going to win the Nations Cup. You might not win at the end of the day, but you're putting the pace. For me, that's it. All this, the body language of a coach transfers to the actions of the players.
Well, again,
and the team.
You know, it's a promise made is a debt owed.
I agree.
So if he makes a promise like that,
make an effort.
You're owing Nigerians the AFCON title come Cameroon, and that definitely comes with a whole lot of pressure. How you start, everything you do at the AFCON will come under the microscope, because a lot of people are thinking about the end result already. You said you'd win AFCON. Is this how you're going to win AFCON? And all of that talk.
You don't say our target is to win AFCON, and we'll do everything to. I want that positivity.
Yeah, he said Super Eagles can win AFCON.
Can is not the language for a coach. For a leader, can is not the language for me.
Well, I thought you liked that song. I know I can be who I wanna be.
If I work hard, what?
Yeah. If I work hard,
this is the point I'm making.
But you are willing to put in the work. You look like the kind of lads.
This is the point I'm making. I have some experiences around this game in terms of coaching, and players and the system respond to the positivity that comes from the coach.
No,
when are you going to win it at the end of the day?
You just said
you kickstart the pace, and that's how to do it.
Sorry to take you back. You said you have the experience coaching. Experience with coaching.
You don't know a lot of things.
No, oh come on! I'm just asking a question.
You don't know a lot of things.
No, come on.
You keep asking these questions every day.
No,
I'm sharing my profile with you. Come on. You're not a coach. Calm down.
No, that's not a debate here.
Okay.
I'm just asking a question. You talked about your coaching and experience.
I do.
All right.
I'm doing exploit in that area, but you don't know.
Coaching.
I'm telling you, calm down.
Where exactly?
Calm down,
Coach Blyden.
Let's not have the conversation until when I lay out the profile.
Lay out what profile, Blyden?
Just relax, bro. Relax. It's you going on it. Relax.
All right, sir. I'm going to pretend to drop it for a bit, but we'll have to talk about that someday.
I know that someday.
All right.